right, hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube. It's Lydia. I'm back. I feel like I haven't been on here in a hot minute because we have not had a navigation launch, but we have one coming and we have a catalog. I honestly recorded this before without the catalog and we have the catalog. It's gonna be so good. So we have a new launch coming. It's one of the biggest launches they've ever done. I'm so excited to show you all the new pieces. The launch is going to be this Saturday, June 21st at 7 a.m. PST or 10 a.m. EST. And if you find my video helpful, as always, I would love it if you'd use my code Lydia at checkout. It will save you, but it will also show the company that I have helped you, and it just really supports me, so I really appreciate it. And as always, if you do choose to support me this launch, I am doing my own private giveaway. So if you do use my code on launch day or within the week after, please send me a DM of a screenshot of your order, and it's a $100 navigation gift card. So yeah, go ahead and send that to me on Instagram at Lydia Duisberg if you don't already follow me. I also have a whole highlight for this launch and just me working out in it, what I think. So if you don't follow me, go ahead and follow me. But yes, I am doing a private giveaway, so don't forget to DM me your order. Okay, so in terms of measurements, I'm 5'2", I'm a shorty. I am about 128, 130 pounds, nothing's changed. 32C bust, 26-inch waist, 40-inch glutes. So I usually take an extra small in almost all pieces. This launch, I tried some smalls. I have some extra smalls. I think I have a piece in a medium, so I will specify it as I go, but let's get into it. Okay, so I did receive quite a few pieces. Sadly, some pieces just did not make it in time to send to the athletes. I was lucky enough to be in Tampa for a week shooting with navigation though, so I have felt things, tried things. Even if I don't have them or didn't order them, I can kind of try to give you my most honest opinion and first impression of them. Okay, so we didn't receive a hard copy catalog, so bear with me. It's on the iPad. I hope there isn't too much glare. Oh, okay. First off, stunning. This legging is a yes for me. We'll get into it. Okay, starting off strong, we have the Edge Seamless leggings. They're coming in this beautiful color matcha, and they're coming in black as well. They do kind of have like an under bum like shaping effect, almost like a shape wear, but they are a very plain legging otherwise. I ordered them in both colors. Sadly, they did not arrive in time, but I did see them in person when I was there, and they say they fit true to size. I did get an extra small and a small to try just because the occasional time I can be in between sizes, but for leggings, for the most part, just because of my height, so I don't end up with too much excess material, I do take an extra small. So fingers crossed I like that. But they are high-waisted, seamless, lightweight, soft, stretchy, contouring detail. Like I said, otherwise very plain though. They have a compressive waistband and they are a nylon spandex mixture. They do say they are true to size. Like I said, I just like the simplicity of them. They do have this little like contouring effect, which I'm pretty sure runs down here, but it's very tone on tone, so you barely notice it. And when I saw it on the black, it's almost undetectable. So I think it's gonna be like a staple legging. Also, just to note, kind of like some of the shorts that are launching, the waistband has the logo etched into it, like right here. It's imprinted into the material. So it's not like your classic on the back. It's a lot more subtle, but it's also very cool. It kind of adds to a very simple legging. I obviously didn't get to try it, but I already know it's gonna be a staple. So I would highly recommend snatching them. I feel like a lot of people are excited about them. So you know the drill. Set that alarm. But I would definitely recommend snagging one of the colors. You can't go wrong with black, but also matcha, beautiful. Next up, we're gonna get into a new short. So the Taper Seamless short is a new short they've done. I do have these. It's coming in mint and soft Maui. I also have regular Maui and soft Maui to compare a bit later, so you get the idea. One's just a little softer and one is way punchier. So I don't want to say it's like a dulled down version. I just think it's a softer version. Here they are, taper seamless short. I'm going to show them to you in a minute. These are the ones that have the logo etched into the waistband like the Edge leggings. And they are high-waisted, seamless, lightweight, soft, stretchy. They are. I'm going to get into it. Compressive tapered waistband, true to size. And like you saw before, the two colors. I do have both colors in other shorts, so you'll get an idea of the color palette launching. So these are them. Here is that waistband that I was referring to. As you can see, it is in, not in the back like usual. And so they dip down in the front, kind of creating this tapered waist effect, and then a bit of a glute seam in the back. As you can see down the side of the leg, it's a little hard to see, but they have this like, I want to say it is a ribbing that just goes down the back, and it's the same ribbing that is actually under the glutes right here. My only little bone to pick with it, and it could be because I got a small in these shorts. When I was in Tampa, I actually tried on an extra small and a small, and it could just be my body, but it's like I needed the extra small for the front, but then I felt like I didn't have enough material to like wedge and play around with in the back. So that's why I went with a small. But now when I wear the small, I feel like I have a lot of excess material, even like down, like not that I can manipulate it, but it kind of gathers like in here. But then I have a good amount of material in the back. Maybe I would have gotten a little more of that lifting effect that's this ribbing if I had stuck true to size. But I just think, sadly, I think if you have any, like if you're a little more self-conscious of your lower stomach area, I am when I'm like bloated, and it's just the way this seam lies on it. It's weird because the Harmony shorts have a V2, but they don't do the same thing. It kind of feels like bulky and almost like it's like accentuating your lower stomach. I'll show you what I mean. I think if you're very lean, you won't even notice it and you stick true to size. I think that might also be why I feel this way. But I just don't feel like I'm getting that like tapered, snatched feel that I get out of like a regular waist. But here's the soft Maui. This is a different short, but it's the same color as this one launching, so you get an idea of the colors. You'll see what I mean when I have it on. All right, here are the taper seamless shorts. So here's what I mean, like they come to like such a low point that if you have any concern in this area, you might feel like it more so accentuates it rather than tapers it in. But I do love the cool design that they've put in, and then like I described, the panel going down. They are flattering as well. I think I just needed an extra small is the problem. I feel like if you have like a small waist, you'll love these. I have a more athletic build, so I kind of like to be a little more like snatched by a regular waistband. But if you have a smaller waist, I feel like they'll really snatch you in. Anyway, these are them. If I had an extra small, I would have gotten a little more of a lift of that ribbing underneath as well. Next up, we have the Motion short, which is one out of, I think, two of my new favorite shorts that are launching. So this one has almost like a little like wave design on the side, which I would say is mimicking like a contour. So I kind of feel like it's definitely a little more in the lift family, but if lift and contour had a baby, it would be this. And it has an invisible scrunch, which is my favorite part because it's so comfy and it just sits in there like perfectly. You don't even notice it, but it just does what it's supposed to do. So I can't wait to show you this short. This one's also coming in mint and soft Maui. I have both the colors here. Mint, soft Maui, high-waisted seamless, light soft stretchy, thigh contour shading, subtle scrunch, compressive waistband, true to size, 100%. The difference between soft Maui is you can see the contouring a lot better, the detail. So here's that detail I was talking about. I actually find that it really like shapes your hips nicely, but if you aren't a fan of the detail but you like the idea of the short, the mint is a lot more subtle with its design. It's still there, but it's definitely, it disappears a lot more when it's on. Here is the little subtle scrunching in the back. It's honestly just the perfect amount. You don't even notice it, but it kind of like eliminates that like long bum feel that you can get when you kind of have like more of like a bum pocket short, if that makes sense. And then it is kind of like a lift waistband. I have them to compare the waistbands. Yeah, it's exactly like a lift. It's exactly like a lift waistband. This is the new lift short. This is this waistband. And then just to show you with a pro short, it's just ever slightly different, but it hits at like honestly the perfect point on me. I have a bit of a shorter torso. If you like the look of more of like it's not a mid-rise. I would still say this is a high-rise. I know sometimes like it's kind of in between, but I would still say this is a high-rise. It's just not like you're not, it's like the perfect height not to have to roll down, which is a very annoying thing that happens. And then to show you the two colors like in comparison to each other, here's the new soft Maui and here is Maui. So Maui is just a little louder, and this one's a little softer. And then I will add for the taper shorts as well as the motion, they do both have matching bras. So there is a soft Maui bra coming in a style and a mint bra coming, but I will show you those styles when we get to them. And I did stick with my true extra small in the motion shorts and they were perfect. So I don't think I would size up or down, just whatever size you're used to getting in like a lift or a pro contour short is what I would stick to. Okay, so I wanted to show the full length of the motion shorts before I put them where I want them so that you can see the length and the detailing. So here's that motion-y pattern I was talking about. And then you can easily manipulate these as short or as long as you want. So this is my desired length. I just find this wave detail really is very flattering on the hips. So here's the invisible scrunch. Like I said, you barely notice it, but it is extremely flattering. And then I've got my sticker. Again, the areas in the glutes are a little bit like thinner. And then here they are in the mint color. So like I said, the detail is still there, just a lot less noticeable. If that's something that is deterring you from it, you can see the sticker. Again, it's not something that would make or break it for me, but if it is for you, that is how much it shows. Okay, last thing I wanted to mention quickly before we move on from like some of these newer shorts is lightweight, soft, stretchy. I rolled my eyes. They are lightweight, soft, stretchy, but I feel like these ones have a little more of like a bounce back to them than these. It's ever so slight. So the motion have a little more bounce back than the taper. That just kind of like hugs into all the right spots, versus I think the reason why I sized up was I felt like this material just felt like ever so slightly stiffer and I couldn't manipulate it. Like instead of going into cracks that I wanted it to go into, it was kind of like sitting on me. So maybe that's one more little bone I have to pick. But I do, it's hard because I did an Instagram try on and I really like the way they look. So if you do like the way they look, and your lower stomach maybe isn't like something that like is something you want to keep very snatched, then I would still recommend the short. I think it's just personal preference. So it's nice that we have some new short options to try. This is an all-time favorite for me. I don't think it's a secret, but the iconic seamless flare, try not to get too much glare here. Iconic seamless flare is coming in Maui. So I actually didn't get Maui just because I got bubblegum pink last time. And I wanted some different colors to show you guys, but this is Maui for color reference. And then it's coming in mint. We have a theme here, Maui, a lot of Maui and mint, but these are the mint flares. So these ones are honestly just like, you can't go wrong with how flattering they are. They've got a similar waistband. I'm gonna compare right now actually. Okay, it's a slightly shorter waistband than your classic pro short, but honestly I think it's just the perfect adjustment, because I think sometimes the pro shorts on a lot of people just sat like literally the teensiest a bit too high. I would definitely say they're still a high-waisted legging, but they are so stretchy and soft and comfy, and I don't know what it is. They put like magic in those things, but they do wonders for the glutes. So high-waisted, seamless, flared hem, compressive waistband, true to size, super, super comfortable. And yeah, coming in those two colors. Okay, here is how the top of the flares fit. So it's exactly like the leggings. And then here is the flare on them, but they are honestly just like like I said, foolproof, so flattering. Again, mint is a lighter color, so it's probably gonna be a little bit on the sheer side. So do with that information what you will. I did train legs in them though. Maybe I just have no shame, but it didn't bother me. So here is what the mint look like. And I think Maui would be a little bit more opaque just based on the nature of other Maui I've had in the past. And then while we're on the topic, we have tall, iconic, seamless flares. The tall girls spoke out and navigation was on it. They just had to get them in. So you're finally getting a tall version of my favorite pant. No more high waters on anyone. For reference, the regular ones, I'm 5'2", and they're even a little bit long on me. Like I can manipulate the material kind of into like my thigh crotch area or like the glutes so that they don't drag. But if you're on the short side, but you have longer legs, or you are a tall gal, you are getting tall flares in taupe and gray. So two of my favorite colors. I have them both right here to show you. I think they're probably the most versatile and my most worn colors, because you can't go wrong pairing with like a black or a white or another neutral. But here's gray, here's taupe. I'm so happy for you guys. It doesn't say it in the catalog, but I did tell Ashley I was doing my try on, and so she gave me a little bit of extra information on them. The tall iconic inseam ranges from 34 to 36 inches depending on the size, but because it's a seamless material and it's very stretchy, it can stretch an additional inch or so on the body depending on how much or how little you wedge it. So it's kind of exactly how I said I can manipulate the regular length to fit my height. So it's a little forgiving and versatile, but don't sleep on them. They put crack into these things. Like the glutes, they're phenomenal. And I work out in them. I've gone to Pilates in them. I wear them on a daily basis. Like if I need I feel like I've said it before, but if I need a confidence boost, I'm putting those on and I will always feel good. So those are a surefire win for me. Next up, we have the Breakthrough Seamless Shorts, which are right here. So these are new. We've seen the Breakthrough leggings a few times, but not the shorts. And they are coming in taupe and soft Maui. I got the taupe just because I felt like I had a lot of soft Maui going on and I just wanted a little bit of a variety. But I saw Ashley in the soft Maui and it looked so good. So if you are like more of a colorful girl, don't sleep on those. But here they are. They are also, I'm gonna compare them, I'm gonna keep comparing them to other waistbands. I got a small in them, I should say. I was a little worried because I thought maybe they'd be on the slightly shorter side, and I personally like I like a little more length to manipulate. Like if I wanna wear it shorter, great. If I wanna wear it longer, great. I just feel a little more comfortable in that. So that is the first reason why I sized up, but then I just ended up feeling really comfortable in them. Didn't notice the biggest difference, but enough that I was like, I'm gonna take the small, because I just felt like I wasn't pinched at the waist so much. And I got a tiny bit more length out of them. So I'm gonna compare the three waistbands first. Here is the original Pro Short, here is Lift, and here is Breakthrough. So Breakthrough, Lift, Contour. So they categorize it as a high waist. It doesn't sit mid on me, but the extra small sits a little bit mid on me. So if you're maybe worried about the waist or just having a little extra length, you could, in your in-between sizes. I'm not gonna say size up whole size if you are a true size, but if you're kind of in between sizes, there is a possibility to size up, and I think they'd be perfect. Here they are, your Breakthrough material. They are just like, they're getting better and better with this material. I feel like when they first launched, they were a little on the stiff side, and now they're a lot stretchier. They definitely feel a lot more like digital. So if you like digital, you'll like these. It's a very similar feel and similar fit, and this is the taupe color. There's a matching bra too, which I will show you. But yeah, very simple, no front seam, nothing in the back crack. There is the logo right there. It's a really nice neutral if like you like this pattern but you're not super daring to do the Maui. The taupe is really nice if you want something a little more like striking. The soft Maui caught my eye when I saw it in person. All right, here is the size small in the Breakthrough shorts. So again, I wouldn't say it's a high rise, but I also wouldn't say it's mid, because mid usually hits me here and then comes down. I don't feel like I'm constantly adjusting this height. I think it sits really well on my torso. And then here they are from the back. So I think sizing up just kind of helps with sheerness a little bit, but it is just the nature of the fabric, kind of like digital, like we're used to it. So if it's your thing, it's your thing. If you like the look, if it's a deal breaker for you, then it's a deal breaker. Oh my God, excuse my cat. She's very chatty tonight. Moving on to the Breakthrough seamless legging. Again, this one's launched the past 2 launches. So here it is. That's me. I'm wearing extra small in it. And I'll show you what I mean by the waist being a little more mid on me in my, what I would usually take as a size. So see where it sits? It's almost like just, I have a scar for my belly button piercing, but it's like just at my belly button. If I move, it goes a little bit lower. So when I was shooting this, I actually did try the small though. And because of my height, I had way too much material. So if you are shorter, I would stick, and you're in between, stick with the smaller size. But if you have the height and you want a little more rise, same like the shorts, you could potentially size up. The small was very comfy. I just had too much to roll up my ankles and pull out of my groin area. So I opted for extra small. Now I didn't get these just because it's summer and I kind of wanted to load up on summer colors. I also just really like the Breakthrough pattern as a short, because I like the pattern, but it's not too much. But I do have them from previous launches. I also wanted to show you a color comparison because they kind of look similar, but they're not. So this is Oak that launched in November. So if you liked it, but you missed out on it, maybe get Taupe. And here's Taupe. So Oak is a lot warmer and a little browner, and then this one's a little like sandier, cooler tones. So Oak and Taupe. And if you are curious to see these on me, 'cause I'm not gonna try on the leggings that aren't launching, you can go back to my neutral November try-on or my February try-on, where they launched in gray and purple, and get an idea. They do have a little bit of a tendency of, is it sheer, is it not sheer? So if you're worried about sheerness, you could also potentially size up for a little more opaqueness. I did get a little more opaqueness in the small breakthrough shorts over the extra small. So it's obviously pulling less. Next up, it's a brand new legging. It's the ENDURA seamless legging. I saw this color in person and it was so striking and like this just beautiful deep blue. Again, I just favored shorts more this launch, but now I'm seeing people wearing them and I kind of wish I got them. But they are coming in Nova and Taupe. So these two colors. I like the Taupe, but honestly the Nova keeps catching my eye. It's just a very rich, deep, pretty color. So they're high-waisted, seamless, like it's all stretchy. I'm assuming they're gonna feel similar to what we're used to in like a contour material because they're nylon and spandex. Compressive tapered waistband. So they have a detailing, and I'll show it to you in a few angles. It's almost like a little like swirly like wave. I'm trying not to get the glare. This like swirly wave print that goes down the leg and kind of contours. And another angle of it is, oopsie, right here down the leg. So those are launching. They're seamless. They have the logo in the back, called like your classic navigation. Let's move on to one of my favorite shorts. I don't think they're getting enough hype. They posted about them as like the first post when they were saying that there was going to be a launch, and they are the Harmony ribbed seamless shorts. They are not getting enough hype. They are coming in gray and in Oxford. I have both of them. So if you like the flares, like the pants, the flares, they've already launched a few times, you will love these. They are that same comfort level, soft. They do that little V in the front too, but it doesn't go as deep, so it's actually very snatching, and then they contour the glutes. The quality on them is just so impressive to me. We'll get into it. But they are high-waisted, seamless, contour waistband detail, a nylon spandex mixture. So like I said, I got both colors, and I'm not even the biggest blue girl, but when I saw it in person, I was like, yeah, I need that color. So here's the gray, and here is that Oxford color I was talking about. It is just a perfect blue. And then as you can see, they are ribbed like the pants. They have that little dip down and are very, very flattering on the waist. And then the nice high quality logo in the back. No front seam, no seam up the back. Really, really soft and stretchy, not like over compressive on the thighs or anything. I will say none of the shorts are like super over compressive and tight on the thighs, which is really nice. I am gonna compare them to the legging though. This color isn't launching. I just want to show you the waistband because it's a little bit shorter, but I think they're both equally as flattering. So the pant having a taller waistband, it's something about like the thickness and just the way the material sits is really flattering with the height, but also with the slightly shorter waistband, it just snatches you in the perfect spot. But just to compare, here are the waistbands of the shorts versus the pants. So you can see they are a little bit different. These dip down a little bit, like they have a little more height to them, whereas these have a little bit less. They're phenomenal. I think they're like a do everything short in my eyes, and like I said, they're not getting enough hype. I am so excited for them. I want more colors. They are a very elegant short. Just with the simplicity and the colors they've come in so far. So as you can see, I've spent so much time talking about them. I adore them. Okay, I thought I would show you the Harmony rib shorts in the light gray so you can get an idea of the detailing, but here's how low they can sit. And then I just like to shimmy them up a little bit so they are fully adjustable. And then, I'm sorry, look how flattering this waist is. Perhaps having it on now, it's not quite mid, but I wouldn't say it's a high rise. A regular Harmony rib comes up to about here on me. So I actually like this waistband a little bit better for the gym, but it's got this detail like I described, and the ribbing, and I'm not even gonna do a sticker test because these bad boys are not sheer, but they are one of my absolute favorites. There's nothing up here. They're so comfy and so flattering. Next up, even though I've just spent so much time talking about the shorts, we have the Harmony ribbed flares. And I think the gray is so fresh. But the blue is so nice too. I actually did a few product shots in the blue and I sent it to my mom. My mom's like, you need to get that blue. So that's actually why I got the blue, because it's so beautiful. And oddly, it also looks really cute, even though Harmony have matching bras. That like this color combo was cute. When I tried these on, I was wearing this bra and I don't know, I kind of liked it. Anyway, it's coming in gray and Oxford. So I didn't get the flares this time, not because I don't love them, just because I can only pick so many items and I wanted to make sure I reviewed some of the newer stuff for you guys. But same deal, these launched neutral November and in February. So if you're really curious about them, you can go back and take a look, but nothing's changed on them. Like we talked about, they have that nice high waistband. They are this really beautiful, really high quality ribbed material, but very soft. See, I'm trying to show you the inside. Soft on the inside, so you're not going to get like imprinted. And then they have that little dip down in the back to contour the glutes. These also, I don't know what navigation puts in their flares, but they are flattering. That's all I'm gonna say. And then they have this flared hem at the bottom. So quick idea, here is them in brown. They're just really cute and flattering and always opaque, which is the best part about it. Lift short. We're not new, it's not new, it's been out for a while now. Here it is in all its glory. Let me just zoom into my butt real quick. But it does have this like a lifting effect underneath. It's a seamless short. There is no scrunch, and we are finally getting it in taupe. We're getting it in taupe and in soft Maui, which is this color. I got it in the taupe just because I got other shorts in soft Maui, but not because I didn't like it. I do love it in the soft Maui as well. Here are the details. So here is the waistband. I'm not gonna like go way too into depth because it is not a new short, but it has this like textured material kind of around here. And then the bum kind of has like a little bum pocket. And then it's got that textured material underneath too to create that lifting effect. There's no scrunch or anything. It just kind of lies nicely between the cheeks. They are very stretchy and soft with a good bounce back. I have not attempted to run in the other new shorts yet, but for a tighter short, instead of like a flowy short, I love running in the lift shorts because they don't move. I would assume that the motion shorts are not going to move as well. I just can't vouch for it because I haven't done it yet, but they don't move. Like once they're in position and you get moving, that's where they're going to stay. So it's fantastic if you have large thighs and you're worried about that. I never have that issue in lift. And of course, I'm just so happy to see them in neutral because taupe is probably hands down one of my favorite colors. Even though I love the bright ones. Bright colors are so good. Taupe is probably my favorite color that navigation does. So that is them. And for the lift shorts, I wear a true extra small lift shorts, again for running. They are not gonna move, which is what I love, but nothing new here. Just wanted to show you guys the color, the lifting effect on the glutes, which is really flattering. And then we have a new short, but not a new material. So we've got the Discover seamless shorts. We had the Discover leggings launch last time, and those are coming in peony and taupe. So taupe, I'm sure you can get the idea of what color that is by now, but this is the new peony color I wanted to show you because I saw it in person. It's so rich and pretty, and it's almost like a raspberry color. So it's replacing, the Discover material is replacing the solid seamless material, which was kind of a fan favorite for a while. It just ended up getting too slippy and a little sheer when stretched, a little thin. I didn't get the shorts, but I have the Discover leggings from last launch just to give you an idea, because it's going to be the exact same, just a short. So they have a nice waistband. I think this waistband is comparable to like a pro contour waistband in terms of the height of it. Ribbed, very solid, your classic logo, no front seam, nothing in the back, just very, very stretchy, as simple as it's gonna get. If you like solid seamless, you will love the Discover shorts. I just didn't get them because I found they're a little on the shorter side, just like solid seamless always has been. I haven't been the biggest solid seamless person just because I like more length to my short. But if that is something you don't care about, or you like a little bit of a shorter short, then this color is so pretty. But yeah, they're just an opaque, solid, like no faffing around short. They are what they are. And those are high-waisted. They call it a silky sweat wicking material. And I would say it's silky. Here it is up close. But it isn't as shiny as solid seamless was. So in my opinion, that's kind of the main difference. And I tried an extra small in person, so I would just stay true to size for those. We're getting into like some of the freaking coolest pieces, but none of us got them in time. So these are the Stride Windbreaker pant. I saw these when I was in Tampa in December. Ashley was wearing like the sample of them, and I thought they were so cool. And then they tweaked them and they became even better. So here are the Stride Windbreaker pant. They're coming in 3 colorways. They have a matching jacket and then a shorter line and a longer line bra. I can't wait to tell you about it. They are so freaking cool. They're coming in black and white, a gray and white, and then a blue and white, which is it's called Sonic. And they just posted about it. I have to show you. Here's the full navy suit. My jaw dropped when I saw it. I actually got the black though. I was very torn between the Sonic, the blue, and the black. I only got the black because I got the bra, the pants, and the jacket to match. And I just thought if you were wearing the pieces individually, black and white is a little easier, even though the blue and white is so cool. So it's preference. And I actually got a small in those. I think those ones, they say true to size on the fit scale, but I am generally between an extra small and a small, and I was recommended to get a small. So I got a small in the pants. I just don't think that's a pant that you want to be tight. Like, it's not meant to look like it's like the perfect size. I think it's meant to have like a little bit of freedom to it. They have an adjustable waistband, and they are a polyester material. They are lightweight, wind resistant, and they have that the detailing. So I'm sorry, but I cannot wait to get mine. Daydream Foldover shorts. You guys sold this collection out like within 2 seconds when it first launched. It launched in December. So here they are. They're part of their more lounge collection. They have a fold over waistband. And this color is, I have it right here. I have the Eclipse too. The Eclipse is the light gray. It's like a classic heathered gray. So you can't really go wrong with either color. But they are like a shorter short, and they are a cotton spandex material. So here are the 2 colors, blue haze and the Eclipse color. I did not get the shorts just because, I don't know, I'm weird. I'm like one of those people that lounges in like really baggy sweats, not like super short shorts. So I actually got the pants, which I'll show you. And I would probably take a small in those, just because it's lounge. Like I don't want it to be really, really tight. Okay, next up, the fold over pant. So exactly the same as the short, but it is a flare. Again, lounge, cotton spandex with the fold over detail. I actually love these. They're coming in the blue haze and the Eclipse as well, so gray and blue. This color, okay, I'm gonna be honest. When I launched at Christmas, I was like, because I like to lounge in sweatpants, but I also ordered extra smalls and everything. And so I tried sizing up. The material itself is very, very soft, which I love. And then here they are. I was actually wearing them all day, but here they are unfolded. Here they are folded, and then I guess depending on like, you know, your proportions, they'll either, you know, bunch up a little bit or lay on the flatter side. They do have a seam down the bum. It looks insane, but it's not insane when it's on. And these ones aren't meant to sit in your glutes, just FYI. Like this is a lounge pant. So they are very soft. I don't know, I kind of like them better than what I remember. Like they're a little like stretchier. I thought at the time that they didn't have enough like stretch to them, that like they felt just a bit stiff, even though it was like a cotton for a lounge to me. And I think that they have really improved. That being said, I tried an extra small on in person and they fit like perfectly, but I sized up to a small just for a little extra comfort, and I absolutely, like I wore them all day today. I absolutely see myself lounging in them now. So definitely recommend maybe sizing up if you just want that comfort. Like it's lounge, it's not supposed to be up, you know, the wazoo. But they aren't baggy either. Like they're still very flattering in case you want to look cute for your man or for yourself or something. Like they're still very cute. Okay, so here's me sizing up to a small on the pants. You can see they're really long, but I wanted to show you before I like cheat the material so it's not dragging on the ground. So I just pull it up kind of like in here in the glute area. And I would say much better length on me. And then the only thing is you want to make sure the seam's running straight up or it looks kind of funny. But here's the fold. So it's really on your anatomy, like how it'll sit. If it sits a little wider or if it sits more in like the small of your waist. But honestly, these sets are really cute and a lot comfier and like softer than I remember. I think it's just also the fact that I sized up. So I sized up to a small in these pants and then a medium in this top. And it's definitely my preferred sizing. Like I said, I hung out all day in this and this is actually comfortable. Versus like the extra small, it's not too tight, it is comfortable, but like you can see how still tight this is. Like I did not need an extra small. This is just like I'm comfier to lounge in. So don't be afraid to size up a little bit in the lounge. It won't get too big. The pants will just get longer, but like I said, you can manipulate them a little if you're shorter or if you're taller and you don't need to, you're just gonna get a little extra length. But very cute set to chill in, and I'm actually really happy I got this set. The blue is so pretty. We have the Effortless Flare coming back. I didn't pull this one, but it's not a new pant. I'll explain it. So here it is. It is just a very classic flare. If you don't want something that's like going to be riding up your butt the whole time, you just want like the most classic flare possible. Figure flattering hip seam. So they do have a seam like where the band is. They are smooth and stretchy and high-waisted. I actually wore these in a video and I really liked them. Yeah, they're just like your classic. They have a waistband in the back that just kind of like contours your glutes ever so slightly. They've got a seam down the glutes and then there's no front seam. They're just your classic yoga panty vibe. Good for every day. running errands, Pilates. You could wear them in the gym. You can go on your walks in them. Like, they're just as classic of a flared yoga pant as it gets. So those are restocking in black. And then the Effortless shorts are also restocking. A lot of people have been wanting these. I've never tried the Effortless short, but they're the same material as the flare. The simplest like short you'll get. Just one seam across the waistband, down the glutes. That's it. They are, again, that like smooth, stretchy material, and those are also restocking in black. So if you've been waiting for them, they're coming. And then we have Sport Seamless restocking. This is such a staple for them. It is so not new, so I'm just gonna go over some of the details. I actually take a small in the Sport Seamless because I find it quite compressive, but the waistband, as you can see, has navigation all around it. It's kind of this elastic waistband that is extremely snatching. So those are restocking in black, high-waisted, silky and sweat wicking, and yes, I would do a small in them, not an extra small. I fit an extra small years ago. I don't think I could fit an extra small in these anymore. And then we have the Contour Seamless legging, which is the OG of all OGs, restocking in speckled black speckled. And I'm a true extra small in these. Their black speckled is almost like a bit of like a dark gray. So they just have your classic high waist, your classic contouring down the front of the leg and under the glutes. So we aren't a stranger to these. Also have the solid seamless short in black. So same vibe to the Discover short. Again, not new. This is a seamless short and it is restocking. So I'm not going to spend too much time on it. If this is the short you're after, it is restocking. And the leggings as well. So kind of like Discover, I would say a little on the shinier side though, and in black obviously. We don't have Discover in black yet, but completely seamless with no details. And then the signature 2.0 leggings as well. So like the shorts, a Lululemon Align vibe. Not quite the Align material, but silky, buttery, second skin-like, no front seam. Again, restocking in black. Let's get into the bras. I am so excited for the bras this launch. We're starting off very strong with the Edge Seamless Bra. I can't stress enough how much this has become my favorite bra. I think every few years, like, my favorite bra changes, and this is officially my favorite bra. So it's coming in matcha and in black. I have both colors. It's a low impact bra. I have already worn my black one so much, but here they are. They are super minimal, super simple, and honestly, phenomenal. These adjustable straps, which we adore, removable padding, very, very simple, which is fantastic. And then there is this seam that comes across the bottom, so it is holding the girls up. I was originally worried because it's that Edge material. I was like, oh, I wonder if it's going to be shapewear-y too, and then I should size up. But I stuck true to size, and I would not size up. Stick completely true to size. It doesn't dig anywhere on me, and it is the Boob Job bra. This bra is probably one of the most flattering bras I have seen in a hot minute, between like the short lineness to show off your torso and the thin straps. Like, I love it. I also don't think we've seen this material yet. So it's this seamless material, and yeah, it's not quite like your usual navigation material, which I really love. The Edge bra obviously match the Edge leggings, but they are so versatile. I've worn them with like all the other shorts, and they are just such a good all-around minimal bra. Obviously, if you have a larger chest, you're probably not going to get the support and coverage you necessarily want. All right, here is the edge bra, the boob bra, the bra you've probably seen me wear on repeat already. This neckline is just so flattering. It's kind of giving crop shop boutique. Super flattering, super simple. It does not dig anywhere. Having the straps being adjustable, it does not dig in the armpits. I also don't have any spillage. It comes up like the perfect amount. And then here it is in the back. If you've made it this far, I salute you. Okay, we have the core bra next. So here it is, the core seamless bra. It's kind of like a really interesting racer back bra. I didn't get it just because I'm not the biggest racer back ghoul, but here it is from the front. So that's gonna match the Discover seamless shorts. It's coming in peony, which is like that raspberry color, taupe, and white. So I think that's kind of meant to go with the Discover set. I mean, mix and match however you please, but if you're looking for a set. And it's got a V neckline, single back strap, medium impact, and removable padding. So it's not adjustable, but it is just like so. See, it's got that little like V-ish detail up the back. But I did see it in person. I would say it looks like it's pretty true to size. Okay, this is my second favorite bra launching. It is the Flex Seamless Bra. I'm so excited about it. Here's the back of it. So nice and open. Who doesn't love an open back? And then I'll show you the details on the bra, but it is coming in Maui, soft Maui, white, and mint. So that's the bra that's gonna match all the soft Maui, the Maui, and the mint. I ordered it in mint and white, and I took home the soft Maui. I think I took home the sample, but I wanted it. I just wanted it. I wanted to take it home. This is soft Maui, so it has removable padding. It does not have adjustable straps. I guess that's my only thing I wish it had, but it has this ruching right here. It's got this kind of like, almost ribbing-ish in the material that kind of carries along here and right in the back, just for the details. The only thing, and I don't know if they changed this off of the sample, but I don't think so. It doesn't have like a definitive tight bottom band. So I was a little unsure if I should do extra small or small because of like if it would dig into my armpits. But I ended up getting an extra small. Bear in mind, again, I think this is a sample. So this is an extra small, but I'm pretty sure the real extra small is gonna be like the teensiest bit snugger. So I was a little worried about the armpit situation, but you'll see what it looks like on. It is such a good bra. Like I said, I ordered it in almost every color because I know I'm gonna wear this a lot. Another just beautiful, minimal bra. I literally have no complaints. Again, it's a material we have not seen from Navigation, and I'm very, very excited about it. It just feels a little nicer than some of the bras from the past. Okay, here's the Flex bra. So here's what I was talking about, kind of like maybe being in the armpits. But for me, actually, the more I wore it, the less I noticed it. But here is the detail in the scrunch I was talking about. Super minimal, super flattering. And then here's the back. Again, keep in mind, this is a sample, so the straps are kind of twisted funny, but very minimal and very cute, really easy to wear. Okay, Breakthrough Stunner Seamless Halter Bra. That's a mouthful. Here it is in soft Maui. So now you can see the Breakthrough set in soft Maui, which is honestly such a winner for me. I would have gotten it if I could have gotten more. But it is a halter, and it has a low neckline. It has low impact, removable padding. It has a front twist detail. It's coming in soft Maui and taupe. Here is the taupe to match the shorts. So here's the twist detail. It has a stretchy, oops, I'm trying to let you see. It has a stretchy neck, but it's not adjustable. Removable padding, and then minimal back, which is why I love it. There's the logo. I have always gotten an extra small in it, but I actually got a small in it, and I like the small better. The extra small is a little more compressive, which is nice, but I just found over time it did dig a little into my neck, whereas I don't get that with the small. And I feel like the small, instead of like tying me down, I think it just gives me more volume in the chest, which I think is more flattering on me. So here it is. It's not a new bra, we've seen it before, but a new color, and then the soft Maui as well. Again, lower impact bra, so keep that in mind. But yeah, I don't feel like I have so much digging throughout the day, and I just feel a little more relaxed in my back and lats in the small. So this one I did size up to a small in, and I think from now on I'll get the breakthrough, or the stunner bra in general, in a small. All right. Here is the breakthrough stunner bra in a size small. So sizing up is just so much more flattering on me. So typically you see me in extra small, but this is what it looks like. Here's the twist. I still feel supported. I just have a little extra room in the side and in the neck, but very minimal. So moving into the ENDURA Stunner Seamless Halter Bra. So it's the same as the breakthrough stunner bra and just the stunner bra, except this one is coming in taupe and Nova. So here's that Nova blue color. The only difference is, like I said, the sides of the ENDURA leggings had that kind of like pattern in it. This bra also, I know it's kind of hard to see on the photo, but it has the same matching pattern to tie in together. So it's not a solid or like a plain bra, it's a solid bra, but it does have a little bit of a pattern in it. And then we have the Harmony Ribbed Seamless Bra. So not a new bra. It is a low medium impact bra. If you have a smaller chest, it can be like on the slightly, definitely like higher medium impact. And it's ribbed with removable padding, a scoop neckline, and open back. And it's not as quite as short line as some of the other bras launching. So it's coming in gray and Oxford as well, just like the leggings and shorts. I didn't get it this launch just because there were some other bras I wanted every color in to mix and match, but I do have it from a previous launch. So here it is. Here's the ribbed material. As you can see, it's got that ribbed lower band, and it's, like I said, not adjustable. It's just this, sorry, it's been lying in my drawer. But it's got this scoop neckline and open back, and the logo is right here. It is a very flattering style. If you want to see it on, I have it on in my last try on from February. I'm not going to try it on this time, but it is a very comfortable bra, and obviously matches the sets. So here it is on the back, just to show you the scoop. Then we have the Hyper Stride Bra. I'm excited about this because this is a material I haven't felt from Navigation before. So it is coming in black and Sonic. So the Sonic is the blue, which is this combo, the blue and white, to go with the pants. And I got the black. So it's a low medium impact bra, removable padding. Oh my God, I have animals and I've tried it on for my try-ons, so please excuse it. But it has white trims, and it is very buttery soft. It is really cool. It's a shorter line bra. There is a longer one coming too. I'll show it to you. Racer back, probably the only time a racer back won't bug me because I think it's just very cool. Here is the logo, and it's just really soft. I'm really impressed by it. I think it's not only cute with like the pants, but honestly just wearing with like black shorts or leggings. So that's why I got black, because I just thought the black was going to be a little more versatile, and I'm so excited for this material. Okay, here is this bra. I just think it is so cool and so kind of like what's in right now with the two-tone paneling. Very buttery soft. It has like a nice hold to it, and I just think it's so cool. So here it is. It does not dig, but also you don't spill. And then here is the Classic Stride Bra. So it is their longer line version of the bra. Very similar. It just has a little, I'm going to show you the back first, because I feel like you got a little more support, because it's a little more like a long line, like tank from the back, even though from the front it is still just a longer bra. But same material, removable padding. This one's more a medium impact. Again, I think because you have more of the support from the back. So if you need more support or you want something a little longer, this one's for you. And that one is coming in the gray and white and in black and white. So like the colorway I just showed you. And then we have the Stride Windbreaker jacket. I'm sorry, this collection is so cool. These outfits are insane. It's that same windbreakery material. It's that same windbreaker material as the pants, so it's a set. I mean, obviously you can just get one piece or the other, but it's coming in the gray and white, the Sonic and white, which is the navy, and the black and white. I did try an extra small in Tampa and it fit. I feel like it would have been really cute to do like extra small jacket, small pants, just have like smaller and then bigger. But I just went small jacket because I thought if I want to wear the jacket alone with like tighter shorts, I want just a little more room. So again, not an item we received yet. It's on its way, but it is very cool. And that is launching. So I went with a small in that one. And then we have the Daydream long sleeve baby tee. We have a short one and a long one. I'm gonna kind of clump these together because this is such a long video. But it is coming in blue haze and eclipse. Here is the long sleeve. Again, it's like exactly how I described the pants. So very stretchy and soft. And I actually sized up to a medium in this. I've gotten extra small and small in the past, but I sized it to a medium for a little extra length. And again, because I don't want stuff super tight when I'm trying to like relax and be comfortable. And you can easily size up without it getting baggy. This isn't even baggy on me. You'll see. I feel like maybe I get a little extra length, but I can just tuck it up if I want it to be a little more mid. But I'm so happy with the medium, and I would honestly probably do that in the baby tee as well. So just for reference, it's the exact same. It's just short sleeve, and it's coming in blue haze and eclipse. All the lounge sets are. All right, here's the long sleeve in a medium. As you can see, like, it's not loose, so I wasn't afraid to size up. Honestly, I'm happy with the medium. I could probably do large and it still wouldn't be loose. So if you're looking for comfort, don't be afraid to size up. I think you just get a little more length in it, but like I said, if I wanted it to be more mid to show off this, I just tuck it up. Oh my goodness, I can't believe you made it to the end. Thank you so much for sitting with me. This was a very long haul, but it was a very big launch. So again, launch is this Saturday, June 21st at 7 a.m. PST. Set your alarms, or 10 a.m. EST. I think some stuff's gonna go pretty quick. I've said this before, they've gotten a lot better with managing their stock so stuff doesn't sell out in like 10 seconds. But you never know, and I want you to get what you want. So if you found my video helpful, as always, I would love it if you would use code Lydia at checkout. It supports me, it saves you. And then don't forget to send me a screenshot of your order so I can enter you into my private giveaway. Okay, thank you so much for sitting with me, and I will see you guys